Hi everyone. Thought we would have a look at one of my phone TL games from the weekend. Now I showed all my phone TL games from last year, so if you have a look through you can see them, some good ones like against Jeffrey Taylor, Julie Denning, David Woodruff, etc. And I hope you enjoyed all them, and I've played already 4 rounds of it this year, but I'm not putting my games on. And they might be in a funny order, because I can't really be bothered annotating the others, but I'll annotate them sometime. I mean, these annotations are not mine, they're mainly based on Phil Adams's, but I will try and deviate from them as whenever it's possible, but they're good annotations. As you may know, the phone TL is like the equivalent to the Bundesliga in Germany, so if you're German then it's equivalent to that, or the one they have in France. It's basically just like a team competition they have nationally every year between England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, and it's played over a series of it's 11 rounds long, like 3 days, but it's split over 4 weekends. You have a weekend in November, which is then there's one in January, one in February, one in March. Well, this year it's March 1st to April 1st, and there's one in May. They're all the first 4 weekends are 2 games, one on Saturday and one on Sunday, so you'll stay overnight and have fun in the evening, etc. And on the last one, you have it on the bank holiday weekend in May, so you play a game on Saturday, Sunday, and the bank holiday Monday to make 11 rounds. So it's like a normal 3-day event because it's 3-day rated. They use 3-day ratings. If you haven't got one like me, then use your converted from your ECF, which the formula is times 8 plus 650. So I'm 1778 until I get one. And it's held like last year. It was held at Daventry, at the Barcello Hotel there. Then it was held at Hinkley Island in Leicestershire, and then Slingdale in Berkshire, and then it was back to Daventry and Hinkley respectively. I think this year they're doing the one which is the second one that's meant to be at Daventry is also at Hinkley, and I like that venue because they have everyone together like all divisions, so you can watch Grandmasters play. It's really addictive. That I've got to see games like David Howell versus Nigel Short live, and our very own Stephen Gordon against the French number 1, I can't remember his name. But it's such a fantastic event, this. It keeps me going for 5 weekends a year. Get to stay over and everything, have fun, socialise with the team and play some really strong players. And all best players in England playing that, and you get some good foreigners as well, like there's some Russian women grandmasters, etc. But anyway, on to the chess. This was a Saturday game in round 3 on January the 13th, I think, was it 14th, whatever day last Saturday was. And it is 3C2 versus the Full Monty. Sounds like the film The Full Monty a bit. Don't know if any of you have seen it. But anyway, here's the game. I was playing against Mark Adams, FIDE 2007, because I was thrusted onto board 2 due to a rather weakened team. So I'm quite heavily outgraded. It says that his Welsh rating is 2130, so he's probably about 190 ECF, but it's only put down as 163 for some reason on the site. But anyway, it starts off quite interesting actually, because I go d4, and after knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3. I was looking forward to playing my Leningrad Nimzo, which I quite fancy my chances against higher rated, because it's quite sharp, but it's also can be quite drawish because it gets blocked up quite easily. So it's quite good against higher rated, the Leningrad Nimzo, because it's tempted to be blocked up. But I wait for black to try and hack it. However, my opponent plays an astonishing move, 3b6, question mark, which Phil describes as a positional howler. And it's that bad it doesn't even have a name. And actually, looking at it now, it actually is really bad. During the game, I actually thought this was the English defence, which is some line which let's go back. It goes d4, and now you play e6. So you have to play the French to play this usually, because if white goes e4, then you go d5. Or you could play b6 with no one's defence, but say white goes c4, you go b6. And the point being is you're going to try and you let white play e4, and then you play all sorts of moves like bishop b7. Queen h4 is a move, and f5, and you just try and hack at white centre, and it's not completely fully sound, but it was dangerous. Like Tony Miles and Spielman specialised in it, other English grandmasters, hence the name the English defence, and it is quite dangerous and sharp. And it won't really sound that sound at grandmaster level these days, but at 140, 150, 160 level, which this is, then it would be sound. So and I thought it was that, but the point being is that Black's committed his knight to f6 in the game. So after these moves, it's not an English defence because the Black Knight's an f6, so there's no way to stop my revealing my strong centre after e4, which I didn't play. And the point being is that now White's got a significant space advantage, but unlike in the Grunfeld King's Indian when or Benoni, when you accept a large space disadvantage for dynamic counterplay along the dark squares or against a centre, there's just no counterplay here, and the Black's best is to try and get a Nimzo, like a Simish one, like moves behind, and that's a really sharp variation. And you don't really want to be like moves behind in it. But anyway, the point being is that I wanted to on just another point is that it's inconsistent with the plan of trying to fight for e4. Like, say if I'd played knight f3 on move 3, then b6 is perfectly fine because it's a Queen's Indian, then which is a perfectly respectable opening because White's not immediately threatening to play e4. So if you get this position, you should either play d5, transposing into the orthodox Queen's Gambit decline, after which I would play bishop g5. You can either play bishop b4, the exclamation mark, which is a Nimzo, or you can try and get a Benoni with c5, or maybe a symmetrical English if knight f3 is played. But the possibilities are endless. But now he plays this terrible move b6, and I thought that it might transpose into a Nimzo if I go e4, but that's wrong. Well, it would transpose to a Nimzo, but a really bad one for Black. But I wanted to try and keep it along stuff which I know, so I played bishop g5. So the idea is try and get into a Leningrad Nimzo, or like a Queen's Gambit declined with the variation which I play. But I just got told after the game I should be trying to punish moves that are non-book rather than trying to transpose the game into book, and that was a very valuable lesson for me. From now on I will punish people who do stuff like that against me, not try and get it back into book. And to be honest, after bishop e7, it's basically a Queen's Gambit declined, but maybe a tactical variation, but without the d-pawn having moved. And he actually sets up a hedgehog, but in the opening we're actually in as a Queen's Indian, which I don't usually play as White or Black. And after this move bishop e7, move e4 can be played, but because of tactical reasons it doesn't give White any advantage, because it's a little trick. So after e4, Black can take it. Because the point being is after bishop takes e7, knight takes c3, run White's queen. And now if White tries queen f3, then queen takes e7, queen takes a8, and queen b4 is winning for Black. So bishop takes d8 is forced, and after knight takes d1, bishop takes c7, knight takes b2, a4 trying to trap the knight, and now bishop b7. Because rook a2, which looks like it wins a piece, is met by the tactical shot knight takes c4, where if the knight's taken then the g2 pawn and h1 rook will be lost. So White has to play f3 to block a diagonal and then d5, and Black is actually pawn up, and White's not really got much compensation for it. So e4 now is too late, and I have to be content with a small modest centre and only small advantage, which is typical of a lot of Queen's Indians, rather than the big advantage I could have got after e4. So e3, after bishop b7, knight f3, h6, bishop h4, castles, bishop d3. Now Black could play d5, which would probably transpose to a Queen's Gambit decline line, but he plays d6, which is now a Queen's Indian. And the code given is e12, and it's known for, it says unusual White fourth moves next to it. But also says knight c3, bishop b7, which this must be. I'm not sure what the exact name is, but this is a Queen's Indian position, this. And White's got probably a very small advantage, but it's like a hedgehog position, this, and it's not nice to play against them. So am I castled, and after knight b d7, I played rook e1. It seems that e4 is good in this position, because the tactical shot knight takes e4, which I thought still worked, actually fails to bishop takes c4, because we're on blocks b7 bishop. Now bishop takes c4, bishop takes e7, bishop takes f3, bishop takes d8, bishop takes d1. After bishop takes c7, next move the d6 pawn falls, and white's going to actually be a pawn up rather than a pawn behind. So that's very good for white. And I overlooked that. So he has to play something like e5, and after d5, rook e8, rook c1, bishop f8, these continuation. He writes that it's a positionally one game for white, and white has definitely got a big advantage in this position. I mean, I don't think this is best play, this. It's just like a variation he's given from it, which is a very good one as well. But it just shows that white's still got a small advantage. Anyway, I played rook e1, just giving e4 more support. And after rook e8, the problem is that I thought this tactical shot wasn't work. I thought the tactical shot with knight takes e4 works, but also in this position, I was actually worried that he might be threatening bishop f8 and then e5. He might be planning, because if I wanted to play the answer that with d5, and then he can play e4, win forking two pieces. So I went bishop g3, which isn't a very good move because it actually lets black win bishop pair. I should have maybe gone e4 straight away, because we know that the tactical shot don't work, and say c5, d5, e5. Now this is actually like a check Benoni type position it's transposed to, but it's supposed to be a good one for black, this, because white's bishop is easy to be exchanged off, because a typical plan in check Benoni is to swap the dark square bishops off as black. A good move, I think the best move in my opinion was h3, and then bishop g3, because I can always slot back into h2 then. But anyway, after bishop g3, my opponent takes advantage of my inaccuracy and plays knight h5, and now I play e4, which is a terrible move. Basically, I'm losing my dark square bishop, but I'm also weakening the dark squares. And after knight takes g3, h takes g3, bishop f6 was played, which I thought was the best move, tying my knight down to d4. But I was happy with my position at this point. I've got a strong centre, but I'm playing against a strong player here. But c5 immediately seems quite strong. I play bishop c2, which I think is a good move, adding more protection to d4, so I've got a centre's a bit more stable. And my opponent fought for well over 20 minutes in this position. And I was expecting some unexpected counter move, and he actually plays a6. And I actually really saw one idea behind this. I was thinking that he might be planning moves like c5, d5, bishop takes knight followed by b5, perhaps, doubling my pawns and beginning some strong queenside counterplay. So I thought he might want to do that, but I didn't really see the idea. Well, it's just like a standard hedgehog position now with pawns on a6, b6, d6 and e6, where black's keeping himself confined to 3 ranks, but his position is very flexible, a lot more flexible than mine, and if he utilises his pawn breaks at the correct time, then I could be in trouble, as we are going to see. And now I play a horrible decentralisation move, knight h2. I think one of my plans was to play knight g4, but even if I'm never going to get rid of that bishop, because I thought that bishop's the one which I haven't got, the potential match winner, so I need to try and get rid of it. But of course, the best response to a flank attack, because I may be planning a hack attack with f4, f5, the best response is c5. And now white's in a bit of trouble now. I decided against d5 because I was worried of b5, but I was also worried of bishop takes c3, b takes c3, and then b5 perhaps. I didn't like this position at all, so I played knight e2. My point being is that if he takes on d4, now I can maybe get a target on d6 to aim at, and have him Rotsi bind as well, and have pressure on the d file against his d6 pawn, which is backward. However, he plays the move rook c8, threatening c takes d4, followed by rook takes c4, and I had to play b3 in this position, but after c takes d4, knight takes d4, now you can't actually, I've calculated you can't exploit the position of my knight and rook, because even if it goes e5, that just blocks his bishop in, of course. So you can just play b5, also taking advantage of the pin. And I am in a bit of trouble here if I engine check this position. I think I'm in trouble. So Houdini thinks, well, it's almost a pawn advantage to black. Rook b1 is given as best. It's a pawn advantage to black. So even so, the best continuation is bad. However, I blunder with queen d3, which I thought was a good move at the time, because it planned stuff like e5 and queen h7 check, which isn't quite strong straight away, but it could potentially be dangerous. I'm also thinking of it just keeps it maintaining the defense of d4 without weakening the diagonal. However, I miss a very simple continuation. He just plays c takes d4, and I'm busted. Because if I take the pawn with the knight, then he's got knight e5, and then he picks up c4, my old position disintegrates, and I'm not just losing a pawn, I'm probably losing a lot more. And to be quite honest, I could have resigned this and moved 17. I'm normally a pawn behind, but I can't stop him playing e5 with a protected pass pawn d4 and no counterplay. So f4, e5, and f5. I mean, this is just terrible. There's nothing, I can't follow this up at all, this aggressive move. It's just to try and close it off and maybe try and desperately hang on, but he finishes me off in like about 2 more moves. Bishop g5. Now I play g4, now check. Knight c5, and I resigned. Because I'm dropping the second pawn, because my queen has to move, and then he takes an e4, and then he plays queen h4, and everything just floods to my king side. And I've lost to a Queen's Indian in 21 moves as white, which is pretty terrible to be honest, because it's not the most aggressive opening. Queen's Indian is not for hacking players. Although looking at some of his games, he does look like a bit of a hacker. But I just cannot believe he plays such a bad opening, and yet I let him get away with it, and he beats me this quickly. I mean, he's a very strong player. 2007 FIDE, and he's been over 2,100. But it's just such a rubbish opening to lose against. And we lost the match 4-2. So if I'd have won that game, punishing the bad opening, would have drawn. So this isn't brilliant. It's a really awful game. Another bad game is white. I'll try and do my other fantasy game sometime soon. Just a few lessons to learn from this game of how to punish dodgy looking openings, and just my latest blunders. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this rather terrible game by me and learned something from it. Please subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the videos, and check the up, because I'm starting to hopefully get the views up again, because I've been taking a bit of a knock recently. But anyway, please leave any comments and thoughts. Thanks very much.